Hey everybody, what's up? So I had a video planned for today, and after talking with a friend of mine, because we talk about a lot of different topics, I decided to scrap it. And I've been sitting here going, what else could I talk about? Because sometimes, when you have a subject planned, and then you sit there going, okay, what else can I do? I thought about something. Um, there kind of were verified reports about this, and I'm going to be careful with what I say because YouTube has, from what I've heard, kind of changed how you can say certain things. So please be aware that's why. Um, I know people find it odd. I'm a retro gamer dad has talked about video game addiction. I'm not going to go into his point, but I'm going to say this. Video game addiction is a real thing. I will post a link to a video from TED Talk about it because there is a point of it. I'll try, if I can get it to work, I'll post a link to where it starts about this person talking about their addiction part to video games. The biggest thing is if you look at it, it's like with any type of addiction. Unfortunately, there are children who have suffered from their parents' gaming addiction. And unfortunately, things have happened to those children that shouldn't have. Um, I don't want to use YouTube's terminology because I'm just like, I'm not a fan of it. But unfortunately, some of those children are no longer with us. And it is sad to hear. Um, it really is. I mean, there was like, here are so many different cases. Even like, it's just, I don't know. But some of the stories are really sad to hear. And you hope they aren't true. That is just something somebody made up. But in a way, you can almost see it happening. You really can. And people have said, with MMOs, it's been going on for a long time. And it's just like, wow. It's one of those unfortunate things. There are people that take their even hobbies to an extreme where their children are neglected, like gambling and that, or collecting stuff, and their families aren't taken care of. So yeah, hate to be depressing like that. It's the truth. The other thing I want to talk about is when I hear community floating around on YouTube, the biggest thing that I see is when people talk about gaming. My own personal opinion is that YouTube gaming communities, whether it be retro, current gen, whatever, went out the door as soon as we had all these divides about genre, console, retro, new gen, whatever the case may be. Gaming is gaming. I don't care if you play on a retro console, a new console, phone, whatever. If you're a casual gamer, you're still a form of gamer. That's my belief, right? And the other part of it is, and I'm going to bring this up, I know there are people that said YouTubers aren't your friends. Bull. I've and met so many wonderful people that I consider to be great friends. I've made friends with those people that they know that I'm honored to be able to talk to, have interactions with, and be their friend, because those are people that are important to me. Those are people that I love talking to, and a lot of them are like a second family to me. I've had people in my life who I've thought of and loved as grandparents. And they knew that, and they saw me as like a grandson. And I know somebody's going to go, oh, that's cliche or whatever, but there are a lot of people in our lives who are like that. And those are the people we need. The people who aren't fake friends like Joan Jett talked about. By the way, good song. Post it below. Um, Even if you don't like punk, it's a great song to listen to. And I met so many of these wonderful people. And Those people are my community, whether it be on here, Facebook, wherever. Because at the end of the day, those are the people I want as part of my life. The people who tell you like it is. The people who have your back. Even if you've never met them in personal life. If you can't travel to meet them or whatever, for whatever reason, those are still your friends, your family, your homies. And the people are like, homies, what the fuck, Nick? But yeah. Um and the thing is, oh man, when they talk about people you're not friend, you can't be, YouTubers aren't your friends, or some people on here, I'm like, I want to be friends with that person, and there are people going, Nick, I wouldn't be friends with you either. You're a whack job. Uh, it's just, it's weird, you know. I'm a whack job. I admit it. I'm weird. I'm not overtly weird, but I'm weird. Some of my friends are weird like me, and I love it because we share the same sense of humor. Some people are not as don't have the morbid, weird sense of humor that I have, but it works. And even those people who like coworkers, it's fun. Yeah. Wow, you know. And the thing is, like, I'm one of those people who, like, once you get to know me, you're just like, either you know me or you hate me. That's what it is. Because I'm not for everyone. I'm really not. By the way, I need to mention something. If you ever see me talking with my hands, I'm just gonna mention this once. I do that a lot, no matter what the conversation is. I've done it more and more as the years go by. Um, Especially since with my hearing loss and that, I found I tend to talk more with my hands as well. I don't know what it is. I know there are people that complain about other people doing it. So that's just what it is. It's part of who I am, it's part of what I do. And it can't be helped. Guys, go to therapy, Nick. All right, man. I've been coughing a lot the past couple of days. So if you see me drinking, that's why. Yeah, those are the two things I primarily wanted to talk about. Oh, before I forget, this was kind of uh, mentioned to me. I don't know where it came from, but apparently, I guess when I mentioned this movie in my last video, apparently somebody thought I was watching a racist movie. It's not racist at all. They don't have any mention of it, any racism whatsoever. And it didn't. I don't know if I covered it in the last video. There's nothing like that in there. I guess apparently it popped up in another video and somebody sent me a screenshot of it. Um, so just to clarify, normally I wouldn't do that, but I felt like it would be best to. And also, I did edit the description of the video so that way people would know. Also, one other thing that I do want to mention is I am going to be trying to work on making a Bob video. It might not be for a couple of weeks. The reason being is that I would rather make a Bob video when I'm here alone. Because where I'm at, nobody has heard the Bob voice. Nobody's like Bob is on display, but they've never heard the Bob or Edward voice or really seen what I'm like when I'm making those videos. They've never seen this channel. I'll be blunt. They know about it, but they've never watched it. Um, oh, be careful about that. Um, so that'll be in a couple weeks. It's just one of those things because honestly, I'm gonna be honest about one part of it. Sometimes when I'm making Bob videos, like I've said in the past, it can take a few takes. Because of the fact that I've interjected a little bit of a sense of humor into Bob videos a couple times. I've been like, oh crap, this will get me in so much trouble with YouTube, possibly. And other people, I think I had one video that was around 7 or 8 takes. If it's the video I'm thinking of, because I kept slipping into different jokes that they're this morbid style of joke that you have to have a certain sense of humor. And I really wouldn't tell those jokes on YouTube, um, primarily because of the fact that they can be offensive in certain ways. What I'm going to say is they're not racist or anything like that. It's just more, how do I want to put it? There, I know people who find the jokes funny. It's one of those jokes that either you find it funny or you find the person disgusting for telling it. Um, it's one of those sensitive topic type things. And there are people that I know who enjoy the jokes. There are people that I know who don't. One person asked me what type of jokes I tell, and I told them some of the types of some of them, and they said, "I don't think I want to hear that joke, that type of joke." I'm like, "Okay." And I was with a couple people somewhere, and I looked at one of the people. I said, "Mommy, mommy, I'm getting dizzy. Shut up, or I'll nail your other foot to the floor." Excuse me. And they looked at me, and I said, "Mommy, mommy, can I play with my marbles?" "No, you already lost Grandpa's other glass eye." And they said, "Shut up, we're in public." And I was laughing. And the other person was kind of chuckling. And I'm like, man, you're no fun. But yeah. Oh, Christ. We all find stuff funny that other people don't, but there's some jokes I would never tell to anyone that I've heard. They're just ridiculous. But hey, it is what it is. All right, folks, that's it. I'll talk to y'all later. Take care.